my crafty friends, Creative Juice by Lonnie with you here today, ready to do some stamping. And we have a fun new product from the annual 2025 annual catalog to show you. This was the first thing on my list, and you'll know why after we have played with it. First of all, I want to welcome anyone who is watching live and those who are my replay warriors. Thank you for watching. I love having you comment and tell me what you love. Okay, let's see if we can get this to the right spot. Aha, there we are. Straighten you up a little bit. Missing a couple of letters, but we're going to be using those in just a minute. This is our new party banners, dies, and alphabet. You can buy them separately or together. You may have to, it's kind of an investment in crafting for certain, but it will be well worth it, let me tell you. Look at how big these dies are. This largest one is about 7 inches by 5.5 inches. So it's really a nice size for making banners. If you were to create a party banner, and you can mail a banner if you make it to fit into an envelope. One of the fun things about this, unique things about this, is that you've got a couple of these little positioners that you can put in as you are die cutting them. Put into the corners to create a place to 2 holes to thread your ribbon through and create a long banner. Then we have some reinforcers. You can cut those all out at one time and put those over the top of the holes. Now, this is where those adhesive sheets are going to be coming in handy. Hello, Angeline. Happy to have you here. If you put the adhesive sheet on the back of your cardstock before you cut out these little reinforcers, it will be really easy to pull it off and put it around the hole that you die cut, reinforcing that so that your thread, your ribbon won't pull through that hole. Okay, so that's why we have these little pieces, just so you know. And how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 beautiful banners that will be fun to use. I'm just going to show you a couple of things today. We'll probably be back with more ideas later as I get more time to play with them. But we're going to show you how to make a shaped card, a banner shaped card, and in a couple of different ways. So I'm going to move those aside for a moment and bring in our large cut and emboss. I may have to move the camera up to accommodate such a large thing. Here we go. Let's get it all set up. Woohoo, woohoo. All right, so here's our cut and emboss machine. And what I've started with today is just a piece of thick, very vanilla cardstock. And I've cut it into half at 4 1/4 piece of cardstock. So you have a 4 1/4 by 11, folded in half at 5 1/2. And what we're going to do is lay our die on top of our paper here like this, but we don't want the edge to cut through the top fold. So we're going to leave it just off the edge and lay so the fold is at the top right up here. Let me see if I can bring it down a little bit so you can see it. So here's my fold. And the edge of the cutting edge of the die right here, which is on the bottom, is just off the top, like that. So when we cut this, hopefully, I've got something in my way. I was like, it's not laying down flat, but that's because I had it there. Now, if you're concerned, we grab a little piece of washi tape right here. I know I have. Off the camera. If you just want to make sure it doesn't move, take a little piece of washi tape. I like to put it on my hand a couple of times. Ooh, maybe get some of those wrinkles off. And you can just put a little bit on the bottom to hold it in place. Okay, let's run that through the die, through the machine rather, with the die on top. And it's going to move and groove and crinkle and crack. Okay, so I'm not going to move my machine because we're going to use it one more time. So we take this off carefully so we don't rip any of our card. And look at this. We have a card that is the shape of a banner. All right, now we're going to do a little embossing. I've taken another piece and cut the just smaller die banner piece, and I put it in my new Damask Designs embossing folder. Let's emboss this. When you're embossing, you take off this plate number 1. It will tell you you're going to only use that plate when you're using the dies, the thin dies. Now we're going to put, this is not a 3D embossing folder, so we're going to put it in, I'm making sure I do it right. Yes, your clear plate, then your, move it up, clear plate, and it tells you right here on the base plate. Clear plate, your embossing folder with your paper inside of it, and then another clear plate. I'm going to run that through our cut and emboss machine. Get our workout, our upper body strength today. You can tell your spouse, I'm not buying craft supplies, I'm buying exercise equipment. So here's our base. And here is our pretty layer. Isn't that going to be lovely? I'll put that away. Wouldn't that be a surprise? Okay. So I have, let's see, I'm going to bring it back down a little bit. So I have my 2 layers right here. This is going to be a very simple card. I'm going to add the layer carefully. Sometimes when you're using your Stamp and Seal or Seal Plus on something that has been embossed, your paper has been weakened and it may pull some of it apart. So go slowly. Okay, I've laid that layer on. So very pretty. Now I've taken a U. Do we like the green U from the season of green and gold? That's kind of pretty. Or do we like this pretty peacock U that has a little bit of bling on it that is from something else? I can't remember what it is called. Something Designs. What do you think? Do you like the, shall I bring it closer and in the light a little bit? This U or this U, green or blue? What do you think? I'm kind of liking the green today. I think I'm gonna, nobody's said anything, so let's go forward and we'll try green, okay? I have a thank you stamp that came from the Bright Borders set. This is from an online exclusive, and I need to reach for my Mossy Meadow ink pad. Oh. God, you'd think I'd have been prepared for that, but I didn't know if it was going to be blue or green. Oh, so somebody said blue. We'll do both. We'll do both of it. So watch. We're going to stamp our just the thank part. And we'll do that one in the Mossy Meadow. We'll grab, let's see if I can grab it, reach and grab my other one and try the blue, and then we can decide. We have 1 vote for the blue. Angeline says she doesn't care. Either one's good. Oh, we're doing pretty peacock. That's what we're going to do. Okay, so we're just inking up the thank part, not the U, and stamping it on a 1/2 inch little piece of cardstock. Okay, so this is just a really simple, fun idea that you can use with your letters and your, so we can say thank you. We're going to pop it up, or we can say thank you in blue. Which one? I'll probably end up making both of them. So we'll do the blue since, is it Sagar? I don't know if that's, hi Elaine. They say blue, so we'll try it. Hello, a new crafting friend. Glad to meet you. Glad to meet you. Okay, so we'll just put this right on and we'll be done. Isn't that the cutest little card? And yes, this does fit into our regular A2, is that what they're called? A2 envelopes that we sell from in my Stampin' Store, my Stampin' Up store. Okay, I thought I had turned off my dingers, but apparently I turned them back on when I thought I was muting it. So there is our cute little fast, easy thank you card. Let's try another card, shall we? We did it in blue. This one I think I'm going to have to put a little bit of dimensionals on either side just to hold it up. So we'll get it there, and then I'll show you. So it's kind of a fun way to do a shaped card with your banners. And we could all send some more thank you cards. I was thinking yesterday at church that I needed to send some of the people who spoke a card because they did such a nice job in bringing the spirit that day. But all right, so there's my thank you card. Kind of hard to see that thank. It's like dark in here because I turned off the lights hoping it would be better. Maybe I'm going to go turn them on. Give me 2 seconds. I don't know if that's any better. You get a glare, but you can also maybe see. All right, there we go. Maybe that's better. Thank you. Very nice. Now, what if we turned it this way? What if we turn and make a card that way? And I've already done this one. This one is Yay, You're Going Places. So I spelled it out with some glimmer paper. This is our 2024 in color glimmer paper. And then using the On the Go suite for the designer series paper and some of the stamps and the little key dies. I thought that was cute for a graduating senior. I've got so many of them this year that I had to make another card. This one probably won't have cash in it, but it will have some kind of little gift inside with it too. So you've got the banner going that way. So let's bring those in here. We've got banner going up and down. We've got banner going side to side. This one will be another thank you card in a moment. I'm going to have to move those, aren't I? In just a second. Because we have to do a little more cutting. Okay, so give me a moment. I'll try to clean up my cute and easy. It is cute and easy, isn't it, Angeline? You love that. We love some fun, easy cards, and it's in a fun shape. Okay, I need my die back, so we're going to carefully pull it apart. So one other thing we're going to do with this is the eclipse technique. And I know that I've shown this years ago, but let me show you what the eclipse technique is. What I've done here, we'll start with this. So I have a long piece of cardstock. This was 8 inches by 8.5, and then I scored it at 4 inches so it opens up like this. And I've cut one end as a banner, so it could be a long banner, but I actually decided I wanted to cut both ends. And I've already cut my designer series paper, and I'll show you. With this one, we're going to use, you don't want to cut anything except the end, so you choose one that's a little bit wider, that die that is a little bit wider than your card base. And then we'll just glue that, adhere it with our tape, our washi tape. I'm not going to bring the machine back in, I'm just going to cut it. Just trust me. Oh, the one thing, yes, I am going to bring it back in because I almost did it wrong, and I'll show you what you need to do. All right, so when you do this, you want to make sure that you're only cutting this end that you want. If you go all the way up here to where this one is, it'll cut my card off. So we're going to go through I got to get my other layer in there because I forgot I took off that first layer, this layer. So we're going to run it through and then back. Run it through till it cuts through that edge, that end, and then come back. Don't go all the way through. Let's see if that cut it. Yes, indeed it did. Okay, so we have our card. Is kind of a funny shape, kind of an extended hourglass shape. Now, while I've got my machine out, this is where I said I'm going to have to move my cards for just a minute so you can see this. Why is it droopy today? Tighten up, everybody. Give me a moment. Okay, we're going to cut our letters out, and it's going to say cake. So line up your letters on your designer series paper. This is from the Wildflower Birthday. It's going to say cake because it has cake on it, right? So this is going to be a fun birthday card, a slimline. We call this a slimline birthday card. This one, you do want these to be kind of even and lined up. And then when you run this through, hi Bobby, good to meet another Stamping New Friends. Thanks Elaine, I'm glad that you like those too. They are really cute. So this one's called the Eclipse Technique. All right, now I can move my machine. We'll put it on the floor because it gets to the point where I have no more room. Like most stampers, we just start, oh good, and that moved a little bit, so it's going to be a little bit off, but that's okay. Okay, now you could just put this on just like this. That'd be pretty cute. You'd have to grab the center out of the A and put it in like that. So you can use the reverse of your designer series paper, but I'm going to show you the Eclipse techniques. So we'll go a little bit further, and I will have to put a piece. I'll have to cut a piece for the inside of this card because you can't write very well on Misty Moonlight cardstock. All of these supplies are at my website, creativejuicebylonnie.com, so you can do these yourself. You can get the supplies and make your own. Okay, we got to get our pieces out. I've got a C and an E. Oh, and a A and a K. You will use all of these pieces that you just cut out and put them right back on, but we're going to put them on with dimensionals. So turn them over to the opposite side, add your dimensionals. Wow, my nose is running because I'm talking, perhaps. So we'll add some dimensionals at the bottom, at the top, in the middle, just to make sure that they're floating. This is like a floating technique, a floating letter technique. It's been around for a little while, but it's kind of fun to use them with these big dies. To do it with these big party dies, party alphabet dies, and the party banner dies. So why not use up what we've got? So we've got lots and lots of dimensionals ready to go. We'll take all these off, all the backing off of our dimensionals, and then you're going to put them right back onto here, but they're kind of lifted up. Not kind of, they are lifted up. Let me move it up so you can see this. Yes. Oh my goodness. You've got to have, these are the dies that we want because there's so much to do with them. So it's okay if it's not exact. We just want it to be kind of, and I probably should put the little piece back in there in the middle, but I think I swept it off to the side. Oh, I think I see it. Should put the A right back in the middle so that it doesn't have just this random thing in the, oh, and I need to put a little bit of adhesive right here because it's poking up on this section. So, you know, we'll just kind of add it like this. I think I got it, but I can't tell. If not, I have a glue dot. I can use that in just a minute. Finish off the E, and then I'll show you the last things I'm going to do for this one. This paper has gold accents, so it's kind of fun to see that sparkle. So I don't know that it needs a lot more bling, but you certainly could add it, and maybe we will. But we're going to say happy. We want it to say happy cake day, so I think I'm going to put this one up here. Happy. Put another couple of dimensionals at the top. Let's see, where was it that I needed? Oh, yes, that top and the side. Going to have to be strategic in your dimensional placement when you know where they're going to go, what you know. So I'm going to go happy cake day. So this could be really a birthday. It could be a wedding because you have cake on both of those days. Whatever you want to celebrate. And this would be just cute enough to go right on there. All right, I need to find my little piece that I stuck over here, maybe. Maybe not, maybe I lost it. I thought I saw it, but I do not see it. Okay, we'll just leave that empty. Happy Cake Day. It does fit into like a regular legal sized envelope, so you can just get an envelope wherever we don't sell these long ones, so you'll have to find just a regular one. But this is the eclipse technique, where it just feels like it's kind of coming right off with all of the cake on there. Isn't that cute? On the inside, I may take from this designer series paper, it has a cutout of like a birthday cake slice or something inside here. So when I make the inside, I could add that and decorate it. But that is your eclipse technique using the party banners and the party alphabet. All right, bringing them all back in so you can see them. Whoa, one last time. This one I need to use my bone folder on to make it, give it a nice crisp fold and hopefully lay a little flatter. There they all are. Those are those three beginning ideas of how to use your party banners. You're going to just have such a fun time. Oh man, my poor little thing just keeps drooping today. It's like, I don't want to be playing. I don't want to be playing. So you've got lots of choices. I'll put these on my website later today so you can see them up close and personal, even though sometimes they're not easy to see on the camera. But so much fun. I love this one. I think, of course, I like anything with bling. Lots of shine, shimmer and shine. This one does too. All right. If you have other great ideas, you're so welcome, Bobby. Glad that you've joined us here from YouTube. And just a note for those of you who are watching on Facebook, if you didn't hear me last time, Facebook is taking down some of our live videos from past. They won't allow us to keep them forever, but this is always evergreen on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, which you can find me at Creative Juice by Lonnie as well. So Facebook watchers or YouTube watchers, you can always find me on the replays on YouTube. If you are interested in a virtual class, my virtual class featuring the Sweet Jar Bundle, the registration deadline is tomorrow, the 20th of May, and our class will be, you'll receive your package in the mail. You do need to have either the Sweet Jar Bundle, which you can still order in time for the class, or the Humble Home Bundle. And both of them will work, either of them will work for the class. So you can order that too at Creative Juice by Lonnie right here. And be ready for that, and then register for that class. You can find that class on my website if you look for the Crafting Happiness class. Okay, hopefully I know I'll see a couple of you then, and we will be back next Monday. It is Memorial Day, but I am planning to be here unless otherwise I let you know otherwise. We'll see you then. Happy stamping.